Okay, so I'd have to say that my worst dating experience happened last year during my freshman year of college. Now, before I begin my story, I'd like to preface this by saying that prior to meeting this girl, I wasn't the least bit familiar with Japanese culture. I mean, I've always been a shy guy, but I used to be really eager to try new things. It all started when she approached me in a line at Starbucks. She was a really attractive girl, really outgoing, and at this point seemed completely normal. Well, she gave me her number, and naturally, we set up a date. So later, I took her out to a nice restaurant. I thought the date was going really well, and that was my first mistake. Towards the end of the dinner, she asked me if I was into something called shoujo. Now, I have no idea what shoujo is, but I really liked this girl and I wanted to impress her, so I told a little white lie and said yes. She looked pretty thrilled. So, on the second date, we arranged to meet at my place before heading to a nice rooftop restaurant. She knocked, I opened the door, and there she was, dressed like a slutty Sailor Moon. It turns out that shoujo is a term used for Japanese schoolgirl fetish. Well, I shrugged it off and I took her out anyways. After dinner, we walked around the Brooklyn Bridge and it was nice, but people kept taking photos of us, but overall I considered it a successful second date. Now for our third date, she invited me to her place for dinner. I knocked on her door. She said it was open. I opened the door and, well, there she was, lying naked on the table, sushi placed all over her. She casually invited me to eat off of her naked body. There was a long, awkward moment of me staring at her, staring at me, and I politely declined her invitation. She then insisted. That's when I realized that this wouldn't work out. I told her we should stop seeing each other. As I was leaving, though, she stopped me and had one final request. As friends now, she offered to take me to this fun, exciting event happening in Brooklyn called Bukkake. I guess I thought it was some cultural family fair of some kind. I don't know. She looked so excited, I couldn't say no. So I found myself following her to Brooklyn that night, down a street into a nondescript residential building. The door opened. Now, I wasn't sure what I was looking at first. I thought we were in the wrong place. Then I looked at her, and it dawned on me. The group of men beating off together was not an accident. And that's the precise moment I ran the fuck out of there.